It's a new year, and like you guys, I've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes when it comes to my physical media collection. I've screwed up, and I'm here to admit some of those mistakes to you and how I would fix them going into the new year. 2024, like a lot of you out there, it was difficult. It was a difficult year, whether, you had health issues, you had money troubles, you had, family issues, relationship issues, whatever. It was a tough year for all of us. But the one thing that was there, that was constant, at least for me, was physical media, was movies. And that was something that was there to keep me sort of sane throughout the year. And yes, even though it was keeping me sane, I did make a big mistake here, and that was not watching enough movies. In a difficult year, movies are fun. Movies are there to basically capture your attention for, an hour and a half to 3 hours and sort of take you on an adventure out of reality. And that's exactly what movies do. And I didn't do that nearly enough in 2024. I have this massive collection, and like a lot of collectors out there, I get caught up in buying stuff, getting stuff. I haven't watched every movie in my collection. That's a fact. I've done videos about that before. I've thought of creative ways to watch movies in my collection. And with releases coming out every single day, every single week, all year long, it piles up. You buy a bunch of stuff on sale, and you never reach that end of the backlog. That's something that's never going to change. That, unless I just really knock it down and say, screw it, I'm only going to watch the stuff I have, well, then you're going to miss out on other releases. But, I sat down and I asked myself, why do I collect? Why do I do this? Why do I spend money on this when I can save my money? I can put it into investments or whatever else. Why do I do this particular hobby? And that question alone was enough to sort of nudge me into the way of, well, maybe I should watch more of the movies, or I should just watch more movies and find the time to enjoy this hobby that I do. And basically, how did I fix this? I put my phone down. Yes, I put my phone down and I said, I'm putting this thing away. I'm turning it off. I'm putting it in a box. It's going away. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to grab some snacks and a drink or two or three, and I'm going to watch a movie. And that alone, in addition with pondering the idea of why I collect and why you should collect, added this whole development to my collecting journey, and I love it, rekindled it all the better. And then also there's certain ways here. I'm going to go grab it right now. It's this right here. This, I've done a video about this previously, but this is the popcorn bucket, and it has little scraps of paper in it, and it looks like popcorn, especially if you glance and look back really quickly. And you can take a movie and you can say, I haven't watched this movie out of my collection. What am I going to watch today? And it's Memorial Valley Massacre from Vinegar Syndrome, which I haven't watched yet, which I need to. So after this video is done, I'll go watch Memorial Valley Massacre. But stuff like that, that's how you fix this issue that you have where you get trapped into, I have so much stuff, it's like paralyzing almost. And you can fix it with simple things like this, or just putting your phone away and paying attention instead of just kind of half paying attention so that you can log it on Letterboxd later on or something like that. This sort of, the second one here, it sort of jumps off on that first one, but I did mention something where, you buy all these releases and they start piling up. Well, a big collecting mistake that I made that I'm going to rectify in 2025, that I've already started in the back half of 2024, is not getting hit by FOMO, not getting hit by the fear of missing out on a release. There are so many releases, so many boutique labels, so many discs that it's hard, one, to keep track of all of them. Two, there's so many different companies vying for these things. If you look at something like Late Night with the Devil, there was a release by Umbrella Entertainment. There was a release by Second Sight. There was the studio release. If you miss out on one, they're probably going to reprint it, one. Two, another company is probably going to step in and you will be able to get it. That is a problem that I had. And how I would fix this? Well, I would do just that. I would take my time. I'm gonna take my time with things. It's hard to recognize, yes, there might be something that is, like the Keep from Vinegar Syndrome over here, that if you really want something like this, with the box and the book and the slipcover and all that cool physical stuff, yes, you would have missed out on this if you would have waited, but you could still get the standard edition of the movie on your shelf. You could still get the normal version of it if you waited and you just wanted to buy it. It's coming out from another studio on 4K, so you'll be able to get the 4K with nice packaging, snazzy stuff. It might not be the exact same as the Vinegar Syndrome one, but guess what? You're going to get it in a cool collector's package nonetheless, and you will own the movie. Besides that, let's go through there. I have two releases here that I could have waited on buying. I'm going to grab the third one, because here's the third one off my shelf. So, the first one, because I just thought of it, is the Prophecy 1, 2, and 3 from Vinegar Syndrome. Yes, this one, it is easily on sale. It is readily available in this special pizza slice box, I'm going to call it. But you can get this. It is on sale all the time. It is readily available. You can still grab this. I paid full price for it when it came out because I thought it would be super limited and I wanted to watch these movies. Well, I've watched The Prophecy 1, very good movie. Christopher Walken is excellent. I still have to watch 2 and 3, but this box set I could have waited and I would have gotten it for way cheaper instead of buying it immediately when it came out. Here's two other ones. One of them's a very famous example if you've watched my channel at all, but another one here is the Vinegar Syndrome Ultra of Six String Samurai. No, I'm not picking on Vinegar Syndrome this video. It's just that this one is on sale right now. And these Ultra releases, especially with the box and the booklet and all that good stuff, usually sell out pretty quickly. That's why I like the Roadhouse one. It's my favorite physical media release ever. That sold out in a couple of weeks. This one, still readily available. This movie is also pretty good. If you want to buy it, go buy it right now. And then finally, the most famous example, if you know me, I bought Army of Darkness from Scream Factory because it was out of print. I went on eBay and I said, I want this movie. I want all the cuts, all the good stuff. I had the Screwhead edition, which was fine if I wanted to just watch the movie, but I wanted everything. So I ponied up the $80 for the slipcover. It was not new at the time, but I ponied up the money for the slipcover and the Blu-ray, and then they put this steelbook out that's 4K with the Blu-ray, with all the cuts, with everything. It doesn't have a slipcover, but it's a steelbook. Stuff like that happens all the time in physical media, in Blu-ray, 4K collecting. You have something that comes out and it goes out of print, and you think, oh, it's never going to come back again, and then it does. That is something that is easy to fix with your collection that will make you happier in the long run because, one, you won't resent yourself. Not that I resent myself that much for buying that. It's a funny story now. And plus the slipcover looks cool, whatever. I can, internalize that. However, my brain is protecting me from saying, hey, Hunter, you're a dumbass and you spent a bunch of money on something that was, more than half off 2 weeks later. But it's just stuff like that. And it's finally, for this point, asking yourself, do I really want this? Do I really need this? Because the want and the need is a little bit different here. But do I really want this? Actually, is it going to look cool on my shelf? Am I going to get street cred points on YouTube here? Maybe. There's plenty of things that I've bought that I've gone, yeah, after the fact, that probably wasn't the best purchase now, was it? Especially buying it brand new. So if you ask yourself that question and you go through it and you sort of compartmentalize and go through all of the permutations in your head, you might end up with something where you can wait or you don't even actually need it. And in other cases, you can go, nope, I really need that. I need it now. I need it when it comes out. We're pre-ordering. Screw it. We ride at dawn. That's the mindset of a collector, and that's the most fun part really is, getting something that you've been waiting for. Number 3 is a much larger point. It is a much bigger, emotional, resonant point for all of us as collectors. And number 3, the biggest mistake that I made in 2024 is I forgot why I love collecting movies. I really did. I did. For the first half of the year, the releases were at a little bit of a trickle, and it wasn't like money issues or anything. It was just kind of like I was kind of blasé about the whole thing. I was sitting here coming in, and I was staring at my collection, and I was going, do I really need all this crap? Like, I've gone through my collection before and I've purged stuff out that I either get from work for free, that's just crapola, that whatever, I'm never going to watch it and I know I'm never going to watch it, or is there just a bunch of stuff here that is there to say that I have a pretty number on YouTube and that's about it? And I wrestled with that for a long time throughout the year, and I kind of got to the point and I said, you know, I got to sit myself down and I got to rekindle the fire. I got to rekindle that spirit for collecting. And a big thing about this was YouTube. It was a big thing where, you know, it's this whole content grind for, oh, well, I've got to get the video out if it's a new release before all the other people do because they're going to get it before me. But what if I... It's just a whole thing where I had to sit down and I had to go, you know, like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, Henry talking to Indiana, and I just have to say, let it go. And let it go I did. I don't place that sort of pressure on myself if I put up a video, if I buy something or whatever. I'm doing it for me, and I'm doing it so that you guys can enjoy it with me, not for you guys out there as other collectors or people on YouTube here. It's a big thing about it where a lot of the videos that I was doing were, oh, haha, look at me. Oh, look at what I've got. Oh, it's so pretty and shiny and you don't have it. I'm going to brag about it. And those kind of videos suck. They really do. They really do suck. They suck. They suck for you guys to watch. They suck for me. And, you know, for people out there that are making content, that are collecting or whatever, it just sucks. It's like, it's cool if somebody comes in and they're like, oh, hey, your collection looks really nice. Oh, thank you. You know, I curate it and all that stuff. But it just sucks otherwise to go, oh, well, look at this thing that I have that you don't have. It's just the whole antithesis of the hobby, really. How did I fix it? I had to focus on getting back to basics. Getting back to what I love and what you should love out there. Figure out what you love about your collection. Go through and go, wow, I really, really love staring at this Friday the 13th box set. Or, oh, I really, really love this Warriors box set. This is one of my favorite movies. It got me into collecting. It got me into filmmaking. It got me into everything that I hold dear. Video games, whatever else. Everything I hold dear, you can sort of trace back to this freaking movie. I love this movie. Other things, Scream Factory, I love them. They were a big thing of getting me into collecting in the first place. And so, all of that, you have to find and rekindle the passion that you can get back, because I know there's so many collectors out there that basically, you know, they have all this crap and they look at it and they go, it's like falling all over them and stuff like that. You have to rekindle that fire. You have to rise from the ashes of just sort of collecting depression almost. And at the end of the day, I'm focusing on, you know, the stuff I like doing, and that's what it is. So have you made any of these collecting mistakes in 2024 heading into the new year? Well, if you have, follow these tips, I'd guess, and go through them. And if you love this video and you want to see more from me, I have a whole playlist on collecting tips and how to help your collection so you can save some extra money to get more of this stuff.